year's a little too quick for him. Maybe you think you're fast enough to keep up with us, huh? Faster than you'll ever live to be.
Hi and good morning, friends. Welcome to this new trading week. Welcome to the United Traders Day Trading TV. It's Monday the 17th? Yes, it's the 17th of June. So, yeah, I was not up to date, I have to say. But yeah, here we are for another show covering for the next 1.5 hour, a little longer than 1.5 hour, the London opening. Yeah, good morning, bonjour. Sounds somehow strange. Good morning, bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Sounds also strange. However, you're welcome. And everyone joining in is very welcome. So, let's go into the markets. Yeah, I was checking the markets. I was not online over the weekend. And it seemed to be, so far at least, a very calm market, not too much action. I was checking the news feeds. There was nothing new over the weekend, I would say. The main events are ahead of us coming up this week. We have the G8 meeting. There are some talks about having a free trade zone between the Eurozone and the US. Of course, on Wednesday, I think it's the main event. The FOMC meeting, the FOMC statements, and later on Wednesday, the FOMC press conference with Mr. Bernanke. So I do not expect too much from the markets till Wednesday. It takes a long time, but it's still up to date. QE tapering or not to taper, that's the question, I think. So yeah, hopefully we will have some action this morning. Let's have a look together on the charts. So everything should be fine. Please. Yeah, just bonjour is fine. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I hope sound and video quality is okay so far. Please let me know. If not, you know how to use the live chat window, or maybe you want to use the Skype or an email. However, if something is going wrong with the technical thingy here, please let me know, so I'll try to correct that. Does not make too much sense to have a 2-hour show for you that is not working out in any way. So yeah, the charts. Let's go into that. Let's zoom in a little. It's a 15-minute chart. It's... Oops. Yeah, something is missing. Let me... Yeah, here we are. So, oops. That's the way I want to see it. So let's zoom in again. The start on Sunday here, and so we see also some days of last week. We have drawn on high relatively close to the 134 level on Thursday. We have seen a retest also on Thursday, and on Friday we have been going down, but something that is still obvious. I do not know how long it will have some worthwhile, but for the moment, according to an uptrend, we are still drawing higher lows. Unfortunately, this was a lower high, and also the high we have seen so far during early Asian session is a lower high. So yeah, let's draw some lines. You know, I'm not a fan of drawing these type of lines, but let's try it. Maybe it can give some, yeah, some orientation. And you see the problem, and that's exactly why I do not love to draw these lines too often. It's relatively difficult to draw them in a common sense, and without drawing them in a common sense, they have no value in regards to self-fulfilling prophecy. And the only reason for having lines on the chart is that the major part of the market is paying attention to these lines. But there are a million of ways to draw these lines. I could have taken this low. Yeah, let's do it so that you see, we'll see the difference. Let's take this low and let's take this low, and the convergence of this green and this red line will be a little earlier then. Yeah, let's shift it this way. I need some more space here. So maybe they have a crossover roughly here, and using the blue line, or maybe we can have a yellow line as well going on from this, using this. We will have, yeah, let's oh, okay, it may work out. So at the end of the day, regarding if you are going into flags, into wedges, into wimples, into triangles, all that, yeah, there might be a breakout close to the end of the day, maybe early Asian session tomorrow then, but who knows. So, and you see, the top line was relatively easy, but the bottom line, there are 3 ways to draw them, and all they will deliver a different projection of a potential breakout. So I do not pay too much attention to these lines, and I usually don't draw them on my charts. This morning I have done to explain you why I do not like to draw them. Yeah, what to make with this? Let's take the characteristic of this triangle here, and let's also have in mind that one major event is on Wednesday. So yeah, maybe we are going over into a range. We have been in an uptrend last week and the week before, at least the second half of the week before. So dollar was getting stronger and stronger. So 134 Yeah, for me it's still surprising that we are at such high levels, because there are still some tough issues here in the Eurozone, but okay, there are also some tough issues in the US, and I think what we see during the past few days, the last 2 weeks, is mainly motivated by the move in the euro. People are shifting their positions, they're scaling in or out depending on what the Abenomics yeah, I think Abenomics, Mr. Abe, and his way of motivating the Japanese economy, and the way the BOG is intervening or not, and especially the verbal intervention they are doing on the market or not, they are driving the yen. And you know, we have been on the yen on 103, and we are down, yeah, on Friday we've seen 93, so that is exactly 10 yen. And that is a really strong number. So if you're a midterm trader, I was not able to spot this opportunity, but if you have been able, and wow, 10 yen, that's cool. Okay, so yeah, what to do with this? Expecting going into a range, in a relatively small range, maybe 50, 60, 70 pips per day. Yeah, I try to be relatively careful. We have to see if we will see some lower highs, and we have also to see if we will still draw some higher lows. This morning we have seen already an Asian low. Not sure if it will be valuable for the rest of the day. So all in all, talking many words, I have no idea what to trade at the moment. So as usual, I will be careful. I try to be patient, not to jump in too early in a position. It can be an upswing or a downswing. On the other hand, in terms of risk management, if we are expecting a range of, let's say, 60 pips, regardless if we are long or short, we should be able to bail this position out, to re-average the position, to rescue this position without any problems. And let's have a look together at the Forex Factory calendar. Yeah, thanks to the guys sent me some links last week, but I have not found the time to check it out, to test it out. So I'm still going with this Forex Factory calendar. I'm going with this for roughly 6 years now, but I have to say there are some major events missing, especially since I have done the redesigns 2 months back, 3 months back. I'm not sure about that, so I'm definitely looking for something new, but was not able to test it. But if you're checking for the major events, you will not go wrong with the Forex Factory calendar. So, and that is what I want to do. The first event scheduled here, the Italian trade balance, is already close to the end, or maybe at the end of this live show. Then during this day we have one major event that may be dominating all the others, the G8 meetings, and later on the German Bundesbank president, Mr. Weidmann, is talking. Let's have a look what he is talking about. Due to speak about challenges in the currency union. Okay. Of course, there are some challenges. Here, Mr. Weidmann is known that he's not completely in sync with the measures, the tools the ECB is working with. So maybe there could be something critical. Okay, that's that. Tomorrow we have some major events also from the US, and you know, ahead of the FOMC meeting, everyone is having a strong focus on the US events. Tomorrow in the early New York session we have major economic data, and this data are going directly, at least the market has this strong belief, into Wednesday's FOMC economic projection, and finally in the FOMC statement. And Mr. Bernanke is going to explain all this on Wednesday. Yeah, here in Germany it's in the night. In Asia it's already here in the early morning, very early morning or midnight. The FOMC press conference. There is something I will be online following Mr. Bernanke. So yeah, it's once again like, I do not know if you have been watching the currency markets or the financial markets at all when Mr. Greenspan was the president, the governor of the Fed. It was very interesting. I was not trading at that time, but I was aware that he was talking, and every cryptic word he was giving to the markets, the analysts and the traders and the high-valued big hats have been pondering what he tries to say to the markets in his cryptic way. So it was very interesting, and I have to say, Mr. Bernanke, especially since this QE tapering topic is on, he is walking in Mr. Greenspan's footprints. And unfortunately, Mr. Bernanke, at least to the understanding of many analysts and the guys, for example, on Bloomberg, he's giving very controversial indications what's coming next. So finally, I think it is not wrong to say we do not know anything when he's going to start with QE. At the moment, the main opinion about that, it will be later than sooner. They do not want to put the economic recovery on risk, so they need to, at least the analysts and the market believe that the Fed wants to see encouraging, improving numbers from the job market and also from the economic growth for a longer time before they may scale down the QE program, bond buying program. Yeah, the only thing we can do is wait and see. Hey, good morning, Ray. How are you? Have you put some trades already, Ray? I know on your side of the globe, you could have been trading for 6 hours or so, maybe even more. Yeah, for the morning there was clear. You can see it here on the 50-minute chart. There was something like, I would say, some stop hunt, and then we are drifting down. So according to the BigFoots, the big boys game plan, let's go into this chart a little. Hello. Oops. Okay, here we are. So I was talking about this. We have been going through a very, 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 very tight Asian range, and before Tokyo was stepping in, we have seen this little hunt. You never know if it was really a hunt, but the characteristic is there. It was going up, and then they have brought the price down with a relatively strong candle at this time of day. This candle is, I would consider it as a strong candle. Then we have been drifting down with not too strong dynamics, and now this was the daily low so far. We are getting close to the daily pivot line, and you know the pivot line is the midpoint of yesterday's, in this case of Friday's trading range. It's a kind of balance point for the market, equilibrium for the market, so we are going back to that. But if this was a real stop hunt, and if the boys have the game plan to go down some more for today and maybe till Wednesday, and Wednesday is not a bad day for delivering a turn of the week. During the last 2 weeks, I have to confess, especially to Ray, a no turn of the week on Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday, but okay. this pattern of the turn of the week is not too reliable 85% of times. There are some more patterns from the big boys if they are delivering some footprints in the markets where you can have 95% reliability. However, if this here, let me write that here, if this was a stop hunt, then this up move here should go maybe, I do not know exactly about the timing, but usually the London opening is not too bad for waiting for something like that, to see some up move here. And what is important, if this was a stop hunt and they want to bring the market down, we should stay, yeah, we should stay below, let me continue this line, usually below this very first stop hunt. They do not want to release the guys they have trapped here. So if they would bring, I say would, let's draw that in blue then, it's just for pondering about, if they are going to do this, then these guys they have trapped here, they are able to come out at break even or with a small profit then, and usually they do not want to do that. So what I'm expecting is, if it is a confirmation for the idea that we might see more or less down drifting London session before we might see a return in New York, then yeah, we should not go far beyond that. Maybe there could be a piercing, but also this piercing, yeah, it could go close to this little level here. Oops. But it should stay here, and then the next candle should go down. Again, a typical characteristic for a stop hunt is that you will see an up move during the last few minutes of the 15-minute candle, the last 2 minutes, and at the very beginning of the next candle you should see a down move then, though that yeah, these guys are really trapped, that they are already in a loss, so that you usually, and that is something we try to fight, especially if you try to follow the sessions, usually the human being, the trader, is not willing to take this loss early. No, we tend to let this loss grow till it is really painful. Sorry, I'm a little ironic this morning, but yeah, that's exactly what we tend to do. So bringing the price away from your entry level, and these guys, what have they been dreaming of? They have been dreaming of a breakout here, maybe a retest going close to the 134 level, and so they have made you believe to go up, and then yeah, that's a trick to trap you. They have done exactly the opposite. So we do not know. I need to have some more input to do a final decision on that. I have no footprints now from the big boys. I have to wait. No trades so far. Okay, just arrived. That's fine. Yeah, let's take the time to do the last step of preparing for a trading day. And therefore let's go into another type of music. This one here, and you may know it already. So the 2 minutes that makes a difference, our little preparation of our mindset, I use it to focus on my trading, and focus especially, and that is what I try to do really during this 2 minutes, to focus on something that went well for me last week and that I really want to do once again. I want to see all the thoughts that I have had. I want to have the feelings once again. I want to have the emotions. I want to have this little movie running once again on my imaginary screen in my head, and exactly now, and it should end with, yeah, that was a cool action, let me do that again today. So I will leave you alone for 2 minutes with its music. Please try to focus on what went well for you and that you want to repeat. Yeah, okay. I want to tell you what I was thinking about, especially on Monday, this little mindset tweaking, trading meditation, sharpening the focus is very important on Monday, because over the weekend I have done a lot of things, but not really close related to trading, so I have to bring me down. I have to focus on trading. I have to focus on certain situation that went well for me, and during the last few days it's more or less always the same, because my trading is not going very smooth. You can see it all on the account. We are still around 7% profit so far, so I was not able to break the 10% now, but I was able to manage my risk, and when the situation was going strongly against me, I knew what to do, and so I was not losing much. We are down from the high roughly a little less than 2%, so it's not a big deal, especially if you have a technical or a maximum allowed drawdown. So what I want to do once again was, regardless what's happening, please do not blow up your daily drawdown limit. So I was telling to you, Niels, stay focused, try to get back, try to get in sync with the markets again, so that you will find the relaxed mindset you need to make some profits. And that is exactly what I want to do again. So yeah, the 2 minutes, that makes the difference for me. And I can tell you, without this 2 minutes I would not be down 2%. Not to focus on the main rules of my trading, not to focus on my strong skills, not to focus on things that really went well for me, I'm sure I would be down 10% already. I need to restate the rules I want to stick to every morning. It's like a prayer. But my God is not money, so please don't get me wrong, but it's also a prayer is kind of meditation for many people, so also for me. And it's I need to rephrase the rules. I need to rephrase what I want to do every morning. And you may know it from the professional sports. The people that are really successful, they are doing different kinds of meditation before the championships are coming up, before the battle is coming up, regardless if you're a football player, a soccer player, a tennis player, if you're a ski racer or whatever. They're going through all the things they have to do. Every single movement they want to do, they have it run on their imaginary screen inside of their head. And there's something really interesting. Our program in the head is written somehow in neural networks. I do not know how to put it best. And there are some special kind of neurons in our head. They're called mirror neurons. What these thingies or these little guys are doing in our head. For example, if you're watching a movie and you're really caught by the movie, sometimes you feel the pain and also the stress the hero in the movie is facing at the moment, and that you, even if you are not doing the action yourself, but that you are very close to feel the pain, the luck and the stress or whatever. This is done by the mirror neurons we have. And also if we are dreaming during the night, these mirror neurons let us believe, let us feel that the action could be real. And that is something that we try to use in our little meditations. It needs some training, so that we are really replaying, reviewing the real situation that we have faced already and that we want to repeat. So we can feel everything, and that is the major part. It is not the goal of this meditation to say, "Ooh, cool, Friday I've made 2%, so let's do it again today." No. If you have made 2%, then try to identify why you have been able to do that, and then try to review the emotions you have had, this train of thought you have been going through, the feelings you have had, also the final feeling of being a champion. Yeah, replay that. We need to have a positive mindset, a relaxed mindset when going into our trading sessions. Yeah, and that is something I have learned with this little meditation. I'm doing that, yes, since... Yeah, I'm doing it systematically since the middle of last year, I think. It has helped me a lot. But okay, trading, markets. Let me check Bloomberg. Let us check the news together. If there's something relevant for euro dollar. Yeah, there's some. I remember from my news scan this morning, there are some option expiration levels. So let's zoom in a little, that you can have a look at it yourself. Here we are. Yeah, here talking about this plain vanilla options at 32.30, 33.50. I think the 33.50 could be the more interesting level. But okay, if we are going down at the moment, it looks a little like that. Who knows? Maybe all the 32.30 could be of interest. But the action is in the yen. I think it's still in the yen. So we should pay attention to the yen relevant levels. But yen is going up from the early lows. The early lows have been around 94.10. Since then we are going up. Now we are roughly 100 pips higher than the Asian low that we have seen. Yeah, once again. There is nothing in the market, there's nothing on the charts. At least I'm not able to spot anything that is delivering a hint for me what to do next. So, okay. Patience. Training in patience. So maybe it's a good idea if you have any questions. Please let me know. The best way to do it, the easiest way for you, is the live stream chat window located on the livestream.com/Mammut web page. You have joined already. Just choose a nickname and you are directly connected to my trading room here, so I can answer whatever you want to know. If there's nothing, it's also okay, so we have to stay a while till we see some action. 6 minutes for the European market opening, the opening of the trading floor. Oh. What's going on with the DAX? Is there something wrong? Why is the DAX not running here on my screen? Let me check. It's definitely the close from Friday. It's nothing new here. So what's going wrong here? Also the S&P is not running. Yeah, I have to ask the broker. So something I have to do now. I have to ask the broker why the DEXs, why the stock futures are not running. Is there any stock future running? No, gold is not running, oil is not running as well. Have I missed something? Are the futures market closed? Was there a major accident overnight, or is it just this feed? So let me see. Let me write a little message. Okay, so the message is out. Let's see. Usually I call them up, so it's a little bit faster then, but because the currencies itself are behaving well, I do not want to call them up. Let's see how fast they are in fixing it. The issue might be that this guy might not be in the office already that I was asking, so if there's nothing happening, no reaction, I might have to call up their technicians, but let's see. Yeah, the chart. 3 minutes ahead of London opening. Race, thanks for the question. It's a good one, yeah, because I was mentioning it during the show. No, there's nothing at the moment. It was the very first hearing in regards to the topic. He was asking if something was coming out from the German Constitutional Court ruling last week, and it was the first hearing about that. They have invested, I think, 3 days, and a decision is expected in September, so we will have to wait a little longer. It's June, and till September we have to go another 3 months, so I expect that from time to time there will pop up something. Maybe some more people are giving their opinions to the court. So there might be some news coming out during the next 3 months till we can expect the final decision. But for now there was no decision made yet. There's also no tendency, at least I'm not able to give any. There have been heard all the major guys involved in this ECB OMT outright monetary transaction topic of the German Constitutional Court. Mr. Draghi was heard, Mr. Weidmann from the Bundesbank, a lot of politicians, especially German politicians, have been heard. A lot of specialists have given their opinion, and yeah, now the work is going on behind the scenes, behind the curtain. So we have to wait till September. That is what I've heard so far. Yeah, they're still talking about the charts again, because it's a day trading TV, so we should try to stick. Oops, sorry. Let me try once again to zoom in. The 15-minute chart, Euro-dollar 15-minute, here we are. So the idea was, we have been talking about earlier, this could have been a stop hunt high, so that there might be some downdrift. The other scenario that could be possible, and it's just an idea coming up, seeing the charts at the moment. The market, the European trading floors have been opening 1 minute ago, so the other scenario could be, you know, on the longer lasting 50-minute chart, I have shown you the higher lows that we have seen for a few days now, and so here could be an final stop hunt. Oops, wrong. Final stop hunt low, or maybe this was already the final stop hunt low, what we have seen here, and then the other option is to go up some more and in fact really go to retest the 134 level. We have to wait for the last the 4-hour benchmark, which is represented by the orange colored line here. It's the moving average going over 48 candles, so it should be the 4-hour trend. It was pointing down, but what you can also see at the moment, it is going more or less horizontal. So the trend that we have seen during early Asian has faded almost completely. So I do not want to start the week with a loss, so I'm waiting. On the other hand, remember I was drawing for you the triangle over that you could see from the last few trading days on the 15-minute chart, so there could be the expectation of a relatively tight trading range of 50, 60, 70 pips today. So regardless if you're long or short, it should be not too difficult to re-average your position in case you're on the wrong side. But let's see. And you know, the BigFoots usually do not like to have a ranging market if the range is too close, because they want to make some money, and usually they're doing their money with trapping traders on the wrong side, so that they can buy back the positions for a much more advantageous price as they have been having before. But okay. Up or down? Yeah, by the way, I hope you have had all an relaxing weekend. After a lot of rain during the past few weeks, the summer seems, yeah, to be back in Germany. So it was here in the southern part of Germany. It was well tempered over the weekend, around 30 degrees Celsius. So we have been having one of the very first barbecues this year in the summer season, and together with some friends. So it was a very nice weekend. And today it's, yeah, the temperatures should increase a little, so it should be 33 degrees Celsius. I do not know if you're familiar with our weather. Everything above 30 degrees Celsius it's really hot weather here for our region. And yeah, at the afternoon, yeah, I'm pondering to go for swimming at a very close lake here with my little son. So it's too hot for doing some work. So we need to try to spot shapes, patterns on, yeah, the best place to do it if the market is relatively slow is the 1 minute. We try to gather some information, and the 1 minute, is it really delivering something at the moment? Let's have a look together. Oops. Here we are. So this was the high we have seen a little earlier. The low, some support found here. This once again is the 4-hour benchmark. So you see we are hovering around this 4-hour trend, but the trend is not going down really strong. It's more or less horizontal at the moment. I'm talking about this 1 minute candle having a relatively long wick at the top. So maybe the next swing could go down, piercing the 4-hour trend again before going up some more. Who knows? For me, no chance to see anything reliable so far. Yeah, I'm starting to miss my DAX, my connect to the stock markets. So let me switch the surface. Maybe another server is going to deliver some data feed. Yeah, and that is, if this information from the stock market is not there, I really feel that I'm missing it. So to get an idea about the sentiment, we have seen the Asian summary. No, I was not giving a little summary to you. The Asian summary from the markets was that the Asian markets have closed almost all a little higher. Nikkei was up 2%. All the other Asian markets have been between 1 and 0%. So there was some positive sentiment, and what I miss, I cannot see without seeing the DAX moving here, that how the European markets are doing, especially the German one, because it's my very personal benchmark. Maybe you like to have the FTSE from London, but there's something on the screen on the Bloomberg TV. They are all up, especially the DAX is already up nearly 1%. It's 0.86. The France index is up 0.7. The FTSE was up only 0.12. So there's also a positive sentiment here in the stock market. So yeah, okay. And that's why I love to have several sources for everything, nearly, especially for the news. My broker is answering. They are on it. They're getting their data feeds from the Citibank. It's their main liquidity provider, and Citibank is not delivering at the moment. That's what I get. But they're on it, so let's see. So we are going down here, the 1 minute, you see it. Waiting for the action at this support level. If there's no action at this support level and we are turning up again, yeah, should we really try to do range trading? But the London range so far, it's exactly this few pips here, from 133.27 to 133.21. So 6 pips. Even if you are really fast, and I do not recommend to trade a 7 or 6 pip trading range. It's not a good idea to do so, but okay. Yeah, the question is, can we have some reliable thoughts on what Mr. Bernanke is going to do, to say, to state, to hint to the markets on Wednesday, the FOMC meeting? If he will give it... So, let's think in terms, or in the lines of thoughts the big boys may have. If Mr. Bernanke is going to deliver some idea that the QE tapering may start soon, and you know, the dollar strengthening will show up immediately. So euro dollar should go down then. So if there's a chance that he might go hinting that the QE tapering may start very soon, then the best way for them would be to bring the market up till Wednesday and then to crash it down. If they are expecting he, based on some disappointing job numbers, economic US numbers, global economic growth numbers, he may give his projection showing some recovery weakness. So the price, euro dollar, most likely will go up some more. Also there will be some strong reaction on the dollar yen then. So in this case, it would make more sense to bring the market down before Wednesday, to have a really strong up move then. Yeah, but we do not know. All we can try to do is to gather also some information, the same information these guys may have. But the train of thoughts, you can be relatively sure that they are pondering about the same tactics. They want to maximize their profits. Just a second, something from the broker. So it should be fixed, so let's... So let me close the platform and restart the platform. So here we are again. Let me arrange charts in the way I want to see it. And let's have yeah, okay, whatever the broker has done, it has not delivered any progress here on my side. You can see it's still the close from Friday here, but okay. The 1 minute. Yeah, maybe, I do not know about your way of trading and your trading time window you may have. I want to have some trades usually during my trading session, so I love to go to the 1 minute to get some ideas, potential ideas firsthand. So I have drawn once again something that I really do not like. So this wick here and this wick here are relatively strong, and this outside reversal candle here is also a strong one. Yeah, maybe we have to wait a little longer. So yeah, I'm oh, some action now here. Even if I want to have a trade, it does not make sense to take a trade just for the sake of having a trade, because it usually takes more time, more of your energies to make some money out of a trade that is not placed very well. You know, we are able to rescue nearly everything in the market, and with the proper risk management, and that is the main focus of this show, it will not cause a major loss, but having some more clear signs would feel me a little more relaxed. So let's check if this support here on the 1 minute will hold. And the down candle here on the 1 minute was, for the moment, it's the strongest, the longest candle for the last hour, I would say. So maybe it could deliver an idea, but we have to be careful, because this candle would also be a perfect candle to do another stop hunt low before going up. A strong candle means there's some energy in, some movement in, some strength in. But if you do a stop hunt to the bottom side, what would you do as a big boy? You would put sorry, let me restart. You would put some pressure and some power into the price action to bring it down before snatching it up again. So we still do not know what's going on there. Okay, the broker is stating that the data feed from the Citi Group, Citicorp, Citibank, I do not know, they have changed their corporation name, their firm, several times, so I am not sure, but however, the data feed from Citi is still disrupted, and they are on it. So we are somehow blinded on one eye. At least I'm blinded. I do not know if you use this information for yourself. We do not know, at least not in real time, how the European markets are doing, the stock markets are doing. We do not know exactly about the sentiment. Right after the opening, they have been up all over the place. Very strong up move in Germany, a slight move in the UK. So let's see. The 1 minute. Yeah. I do not know. Anyone having a trade on from you guys? Please let me know. Currency pair and short or long, so would be nice to know. Yeah, there's something like a contraindication for me always when during the last few days or 2 weeks, I have to say, always when I feel I should go in short, it's a better idea to go long. So at the moment I feel to go short, so maybe I should place a long trade then. So it's really I'm disturbed by a major topic that I'm working on. But it's an interesting experience also. Yet, of course, every trader should try and would try to leave that behind. And yeah, I'm focusing. I'm trying to focus to get this topic out of my mind while trading, to have a clear focus, to try to get in sync with the markets. But sometimes it does not work out, and you have to, as a trader, you have to be aware of this. Short dollar yen, average price 88. Mark is stating. By the way, good morning, Mark. Short dollar yen, so okay, sorry, I'm so slow this morning. Having a barbecue with friends might not be a very good preparation for having a trading session on Monday, but it feels so slow. What's going on in my head? So I'm paying attention to this piercing down here. We have made a little lower low. No, but we have been close to the Asian low so far. If we are going with some good momentum upwards, I think I will go long then. And I feel really somehow blinded without having the DAX on. Okay, so it's a good indication for me that I seem to use it, even if I do it unconsciousness, with my subconscious. Forget about it. If I'm not really aware of something, not done by my conscious mind, subconsciousness. Yeah, I seem to use it because I'm missing it when it's not working. So it's a good sign for me. Yeah, the air show in Paris has started this morning, so the main topic on all these news channels like Bloomberg, of course, is this air show in Paris. And they are talking about drones, they are talking about the new Airbus A350, they are talking about the Dreamliner, all this stuff, but no one is talking about the markets. Oh. We are trying to gather some hints, and some hint might be already there. 1 minute, here we are. the last upgoing candle was not able to break this 4-hour benchmark line here. Oh, sorry, forget about this. I'm talking about this orange colored line, and I'm talking about the wick from this candle here. So maybe or not. Maybe. Yeah, maybe going down. Careful with. I see. So that is a valid reason. I know that very well. No problem. So Mark is short Aussie yen. Have to ask the broker once again something. The 4-hour average. Four more minutes to go for this 15-minute candle. If it is going to close it that way, then I'm long. That is a clear long indication here. Three minutes roughly for this candle. Yeah, that is where I put my focus on it in this situation, because if there is any way to spot what these guys have in mind to do for the next few hours, maybe for the trading day, to spot their game plan for this trading day, it's the 15-minute candle that may disclose it, especially the last few minutes of a 15-minute candle. So if it is going to turn into a hammer or something with a long wick at the bottom side, especially if we have been retesting the low, so we cannot be sure that it is going up then in one step. They could be retesting one again. What they are doing there is, yeah, let me draw that for you. Looks. What they are doing there is to try to trap some volume here at the bottom side. So whenever they are going down, there are many people and also many systems out there trying to see it as a potential breakout. So they try to increase momentum to the down. But yeah, that is what they make us believe. What they really want to do is, if they have trapped enough volume here at this price level, then they want to go up, of course. And that is how they make money, because then we have to cover our losing shorts at a much higher price. And if you are short, they are long, so price going up makes them profits. That's what I try to do, and especially the last few minutes, 1-2 minutes of a candle, deliver some information about that. So there could be, of course, if they need some more volume to trap, they could be piercing into this area several times before going up. So we cannot be sure, so let me continue. Oops, sorry. Let me finish these candles. They should have a body as well, so it could look like that, and it could go up a little, and then one final attempt, and usually the last final attempt could be spotted because it's a little stronger and maybe drawing a new low, a little lower, before then finally going up. And if so, they want to make at least 20 pips between this low here and where they are going to hesitate, if they are going to hesitate once again. So there should be a move then. So let's see. 10 seconds for this candle. Something I want to ask you. Try to think like a big boy, having hundreds of millions in your pocket to drive the market, and you have a lot of friends out there helping you to drive the market. We are at a level of 133.25. Would you bring the price up without running a stop hunt at the 133 level? I do not know about the orders, so I do not know how expensive it would be to bring the price down. Here could be tons of limited orders, making it really hard to bring the price down. Maybe there's also some people trying to defend their 133.50 options expiration level for the New York cat later on. So maybe they do not want to see the price going down that much because they want to knock this level out then. Finally, we never know, so we can try to spot everything that's going on. We have a wick, the strongest wick on the 15-minute chart for a long time. So my bias is long now for the next 2 hours, for the next 3 hours. But there could be a down move first, trapping some more before going up. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Mark is stating that his trade is not running very well, but yeah, there are a lot of smileys in the chat, so I think you know your level of pain, and when you finally have to confess, okay, it might be mistimed. At least you could confess it might be mistimed, but you should have an idea why it finally should be at least the right direction before you send in some rescue troops, or if there is a good reason why it should stay in a range, so you can make it back, of course. So, but it's up to you. You know everything you need to know to manage a trade like that is not running in the right direction from the very beginning, and you have to do the decision to take a small loss of 0 point something %, waiting a little longer till the pair is disclosing its real intention, or you have to stay nimble with a small position, defend it, and wait till the price is turning finally in your direction. There's nothing more you can do about that. I'm going long. I tried to go long, sorry. Here we are. I'm in with the micro lot long on euro dollar. Based on this 15-minute candle here with this wick retesting the low, the Asian low we have seen. So I was talking about Mr. Bernanke on Wednesday, and that the market may not go too strong. Especially the market is also waiting for some news from the G8 meeting. So I'm not thinking that we might go up 50 pips, but maybe I can make 5 or 10. If not, if it is turning down, my next target level of action could be the round number then. What I was telling to you, if I would be a big boy and I want to go up finally, and okay, not knowing what's going on here in this white space between the low, the Asian low, and the round number, I do not know how much millions I would need to bring the price down to hunt some stops below the round number. But okay, we never know, so we have to follow the market. So we are close to the last swing high. You can see it here on the 1 minute, and something I do not love to see if let me draw that. It's nothing dramatic. It's not the first indication that I'm going to blow up my account. This was the high we have seen earlier, the last swing high we have seen. We have been close to that, more or less same level, and I'm talking about this wick here. But you can never know, and without taking any risk, but the risk should be well proportioned, should be sane in regards to your account, in regards to the volatility of the pair you are trading in. Without taking any risk, you will not have any profits. So with staying at the sidelines all the time, but I was for me I was really patient this morning, so I can clap on my shoulder. Well done, boy. So let's see. We are going to the daily pivot line. We have not been there for 4 or 5 hours. It could be a turning point for sure. If this was a final stop hunt low to trap some more volume and to follow the idea that till Mr. Bernanke is coming up on Wednesday, we should at least drift a little higher, not to release all these short guys and to make them trouble, to make them pain, to close their shorts at a relatively high level and then crash it down with Mr. Bernanke. This at least would fit into the idea. And based was it on this 50-minute candle here. And yeah, they are bringing it up for... Oops, let me try. Hello, computer. Oops. Sorry, not able to bring up. Here is the crosshair. 133.18, 133.37, 20 pips, 19 pips so far. I would love to see 4, 5, 6 more pips. Then it would be in the standard range of their maneuvers. But it's Monday, friends. I take this 8 pips and wait. So we have made the very first pips this week. Not a big deal. Let's check. 6 pips. Yeah, 6 pips finally. But better than nothing. And you can be relatively sure that during tomorrow's meditation, the 2 minutes that makes a difference, I will focus that I was on my patience this morning, because it's a hard piece of work for me to be patient, and this morning it paid off. 20 minutes till the session is going to close. That was one of the reasons why I've taken the profits. The other reason was we are at the daily pivot line, which could serve with 50%, 49, 48, 51% reliability for a potential little swing down or hesitation in the up move. But of course we can go close to the Asian high, we can go to the 50 level. By the way, the 50 level, it's not marked on my chart, so let me fix this little issue. You can see I'm very well trained to the figures, to the lines, to the information I want to have on the chart. I'm also very well trained to have the DEX running here, but it's not going on there. So in regards, because I'm closing out with my trading session in roughly 20 minutes, so for the continuation for you of the trading day, of course the next interesting level will be this from the very early up move, this little spike up. Spike, okay, it's a 15-minute candle, but that was also a typical stop hunt. The same, another typical pattern we have seen a few minutes back, this hammer and then this 15-minute candle. And let's see how this 15-minute candle is to close now. We have to go another 3.5 minutes. The longer the wick at the top is getting, the higher is the probability that we will see another downswing, at least a little downswing, and then we cannot be sure that we will see another more up move, and therefore the level of this very first stop hunt is important. Why? Maybe you can have a review of the first 20 minutes of this session later on. We have been drawing a scenario what could happen next. So, but if this was a stop hunt high, introducing something like a down move, so we are still not aware of, there could not be something like a retest of this level before going down. Do not pay attention to the size of the candles. I do not know if it will go that strong, but if this test of this level here has passed by finally, then we could have an idea what's going on. And please keep in mind this here, let me draw that in orange. This here could be the trading range for today, at least for the London session. Maybe the New York boys have some more power, some more energy to move anything, because we are waiting for Mr. Bernanke on Wednesday. So having a 60, 70, 80 pip trading range could be possible till Wednesday. So do not go too strong in a breakout here if there is an energetic up move, because it could turn into a range. And also go not too strong in a potential down break here. If we are going down with some momentum, we could stay in this range of 40 pips till Wednesday. It's possible. So be careful, keep your exposure in check. 1 minute, 15 seconds. At the moment the candle size, especially the wick at the top, is okay. It's not showing some weakness. It could go up some more. Then the next interesting level is the 50 level, and of course the high we have seen during the early Asian session. Let's pay attention to the 1 minute. We are still above the daily pivot line here. For the moment, the last 4 seconds, so let's wait so that we have a final shape. It's okay, it's not a strong wick at the top, so in fact there could be, I always try to imagine what I've seen already 1,000 of times on the chart. So having this, the next step could be, let me draw that, going a little higher, and maybe this candle already, or the next one. The next one could deliver a piercing, oops, not too easy, of the 50 level, and we have to keep attention of the high, how this piercing is going to behave in regards to the high we have seen earlier. And then of course, oops, sorry, I want to draw a candle. We can go down again, and then the retest of this low could be interesting. But let's have a look at the hourly. Maybe there's something we can, or let's have a first look here on the 50 minutes, the longer lasting, going back to Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, it's Tuesday. So we still have, let me mark that for you. We still have some higher lows still also today. But since Thursday we're going to draw some lower highs. So we have to wait. Finally, it could be a break up, it could be a break down. The amplitude of the swings, you can see it, the moving average is showing it, it's getting smaller, so the volatility or the dynamic is decreasing, and that's a sign of waiting for G8 and Bernanke. And the economic data we get tomorrow, today there isn't, let me recheck once again, but I think today we do not have. So we are going up some more, but I wanted to recheck the Forex Factory calendar. So today, no, it's tomorrow. We have some US economic data. Tuesday, 8:30 New York time, then 12:30 GMT. Building permits, consumer price index, and that's a strong number in regards to an idea of the inflation we may have. And inflation is also one major input for deciding to print some more money or maybe to increase interest rates, but I think we are far away from seeing some increase of interest rates. Yeah, okay. Let's pay attention to the chart, even if I do not have a trade on. I have drawn some candles for you a few minutes back, so let's see what they're making with it. If we see a piercing of this 50 level, a retest of the high and a turn down, at least for a swing, or if you're breaking up. Seeing a strong up move during the next few sessions till Mr. Bernanke is on air on Wednesday, for me it's a clear sign that the market, especially the big boys, are awaiting some information that should bring the price down on Wednesday. We are in a very strong way, so, and that gives me a kind of bias for the trading of the FOMC press conference then. I always try to think in terms of how to make the biggest profit if you have millions, hundreds of millions in your pockets, and you have many friends around the world having also hundreds of millions in your pockets. We are talking about the big boys, the market makers. We are not talking about too many guys out there. An information that may give you a hint: 80% of the volume traded in the forex market is traded by the 10 biggest banks. So now think about it. If 80% of the volume is traded only by the 10 biggest banks, how many big boys, market makers do you need to move the price? It is not that you need to inform hundreds or thousands of people out there that you want to turn the market now. No, it's a little smaller. If you have 80% of the traded volume, in quotes, under control, it's not too difficult to give the market a direction, to make the market. For me, making the market is already manipulate the market in itself. But yeah, now be careful, the next swing may show up, but we have to go another 9 minutes. Yeah, I missed to have a look at the hourly. I was starting to have a look at the hourly here, but I missed it. That's the hourly chart. Yeah, a nice hourly candle. It could be an up candle. Relatively strong up candle, but it needs to close to the high that we have seen so far. I do not want to see a wick there, so let's wait. And from what we see, why not retesting the Asian high, or at least the 50 level before swinging down, then slowing down till New York opening then. So back to my trade. I was taking it out. We have been piercing the pivot line and I was taking it out, and you know, so far we could have made another 4 pips, but yeah, I'm happy with having booked this 6 pips or 7 pips, do not remember exactly. So I have my positive start of the week, I have my positive start of the day, and that is something I can try to continue during my later trading tonight or tomorrow morning. By the way, yeah, tomorrow morning we will have a London session. Of course, if there's nothing going wrong with my technical equipment here. So let's, yeah, I do not care too much, and I'm not angry about the pips I have left on the table, but let's play a scenario. What to do if the price is going up? Let's scale in here. if the price is going up. So I'm not invested. I do not want to chase an up move. I still have in mind that the price up move might not be too strong today. But of course I cannot know. So let's say we are going up. Let's say we are getting close to Thursday's high, which was roughly around 133.90. So another 50 pips to go. The only way to get back into the trade is to wait for retracement and then try to step in. Wait for the next retracement, try to step in till we have finally made our level. How to get in there? At every of these points, every single turn needs to have a little reversal pattern. And you know how we have spotted this one. Maybe you can try to spot it on a 5-minute, but more reliable is a 15-minute. The 15-minute at least gives you some idea for the next 10 to 30 minutes, for the next 10 to 20 pips. So I would love to see, yeah, my favorite reversal pattern is this one. And hammer. And or something like that. Or another one that is working out very well as well is if you have a down candle and then the next one is a strong, oops, sorry, wrong. It's a strong up candle in relation to the down candle, and an outside candle, an outside bar reversing this completely. I call this more or less railroad tracks. So that's the way to get in. So I have to wait to get the swing down again. Okay, this morning I will not put any trade anymore. There are only 4 minutes left for me, but then you can try to follow it, and of course you should have you should pay attention to the high we have seen, and the high, if I remember right, the Asian high was roughly here. So this area between the 50 level and this early Asian high is very important to see if we are really just going to test it, to have finally another downswing to test the low of this range so far, or if we are able to break up. So it could be very interesting, and to have some more, oops, how to this reversal pattern here. However, it will look like the stronger this reversal pattern is, the higher is the probability that we are going to see a break through this Asian high and maybe getting closer to a retest of Thursday's high at 133.90. But remember also, this level, this 50 level, is an expiration level 133.50 for the New York cut. The New York cut, to give you an idea, is in 6 hours and 17 minutes from now. 6 hours 17 minutes from now. It's 45 minutes after the Wall Street has opened. Okay. Yeah, what else should I say? Yeah, I wish you a pleasant, successful start also with your trading week, and keep in mind, we need to have several days of success in a row to wipe out bad experiences we have made in the past. So for me, the 6 pips is great that I have done, because as I've told you, the last 2 or 3 weeks are not going very smooth. I'm not able to grow the account, but I managed to keep it very close to the high. I'm away from the high 1.5%, so nothing big. And for me, it's important to have several days of success in a row to grow my skills, to grow my belief in my skills, my confidence in my skills, to hit it big, hopefully soon. So there's nothing wrong to close out a day with 6 pips profits, friends. Do not be too greedy, do not overtrade. Book positive experiences to your mindset. Yeah, that's it from my side for now. I wish you a great start into this week. Stay nimble, friends. We'll be back tomorrow morning, London opening. Yeah, have fun. Bye bye, friends.